Hannah Horne, Vice President of Public Policy and Programs for the Hilton-Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, joining us remotely. As we mentioned at the top of the show, some bad news we expected, but maybe some sunshine for the future out of a report the Chamber of Commerce commissioned from College of Charleston researchers. Hannah, the island took a hit, but seems apparently, according to the researchers, poised to bounce back at some point.
Yeah, thanks for pointing out the silver lining there. Indeed, April and May, just abysmal numbers when it comes to tourism. All of those metrics that we look at, average daily rate and occupancy, all of that was just flatlining. However, we have really great news for June. We have outpaced, Hilton Head Island has outpaced South Carolina. South Carolina has outpaced the Southeast, and the Southeast has outpaced the country in terms of those visitors who have said, especially in those drive markets, has said, we really want to get out of the house and go somewhere on vacation. And because we have so many homes and villas in our area, that really positioned us well to be able to get those visitors back into the area. And again, those campaigns just really for drive markets seem to be faring well. As you mentioned, unemployment numbers, we're really seeing those tick down in terms of those who are filing for unemployment. We still have thousands, though, without jobs. There are still sectors of our economy, for example, those banquet and meeting managers, those types of large group types of events still are not back up and running yet. So, let's be sensitive to the fact that we are not 100%. But Bob, we're operating in occupancy numbers of between 90 and 95% right now on the island. So it's exponential growth from April and May, and so we're getting up now to an average daily rate that's in like the $450 area, which also means that visitors will pay that premium for Hilton Head Island, which is certainly deserving, as we know.
For the fall, that's the big mystery to everyone. What are you seeing? What are you hearing about how things might be better or at least different come fall?
Well, in my role, I'm really on the chamber side of small businesses more than I am the tourism side of things. But what I am hearing, and if you're not on those Wednesday calls,
what are your chamber members thinking for the fall?
If you're not on those Wednesday calls that the chamber is putting on at 9:15 on Wednesdays, really tune into those because they really have some great information. But our destination marketing organization within the chamber, the Visitors Convention Bureau, is partnering with the Hilton Head Island Airport on an aggressive marketing campaign to get those direct flights to get folks in. So, those fall shoulder seasons, and keep in mind, if COVID and remote virtual schools continue, who knows what the numbers could be. And for folks that could take a vacation, whereas they're usually the kids are back in school, maybe they will decide to take 2 or 3 weeks and come to the beach or somewhere where the air is perhaps cleaner than a dense city where they live, and be able to visit and stay with us for a vacation that they wouldn't normally have in the fall.
Congress back in session. You're watching that, I know.
We are. Fourth round of PPP and stimulus could very well come out of this meeting of Congress that's happening right now. Rest assured that we are keeping an eye on that and in touch with our delegation, making sure that small businesses that were affected most by COVID are in any new stimulus package or the reform or expansion of existing ones. And of course, we're also watching for what it could mean for, again, unemployment, expanded unemployment benefits. There's just a lot of elements that have helped small businesses. We just want to make sure that those are continuing to be included.
Okay. How about a quick shout out?
Bob, I have just got to just mention our leadership class. Their year was cut short because of COVID, and they were not able to get in a couple of their class days. We're going to graduate them remotely this week, and I just want to make sure that that they know how much we appreciate their investment in our community. We know that they learned a lot, and their class project was putting their sunscreen dispensers in Hilton Head area parks. So if you, we'll put a list on our website of all those graduating, but 18 really thoughtful leaders in our community that really weathered the storm and are getting their just due this week of a shout out and a toast for completing their year.
And real quickly, we've been talking so much about the coronavirus. We also have to remember that it is hurricane season. You guys have a program coming up to help us deal with that.
Absolutely, and it's more on the business sustainability side. COVID was a really tough lesson to learn. Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. That's what COVID kind of taught us. Businesses, I think, now more than ever realize that they have to have a plan in place. Whether their sprinklers malfunction and it ends up, being 2 to 3 weeks out of having to close down out of work, or it's something as large as a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic. So on June the 30th, SCORE and Hargray are putting together, and it's centered around hurricane season and what if a storm hit, business sustainability thinking. However, let's think about this and even broaden it out. If anything happened that would close your business from 2, 10, 20 days, could your business survive? What's the plan you have?
Okay, Hannah, thanks so much for all the input. We appreciate it. Hannah Horne of the Hilton Head Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. Up next, a pinch hitter for the mayor with baseball opening this weekend. Town manager Steve Riley joins us next.